All right, there we go. All right, now we can share. Perfect. Okay, so welcome to Super Saturday. It's not really Saturday. I know it's Sunday. Our Super Saturday was supposed to be Friday, but then there was something wrong with this PowerPoint deck, and so Beachbody had to send me a whole new one so that I could redo everything I had already done, which took longer than time permitted on Friday. So we had to push it to Sunday. So happy Super Sunday, everybody. Those of you that are going to watch this later, I am going to use this as my Q1 business presentation for new coach prospects. So those of you watching this after what is today, January the something, the 5th, 6th, something, those of you watching this after, hello. For those who don't know me, this is a little bit about me. I'm Sarah Bro. I am first and foremost a wife, a dog mom, and a great friend before anything else. That is the stuff that's most important to me. You may actually see my dogs start walking around back and forth, or hear Gracie's laying in this chair over here that's super loud and squeaky, so I anticipate when she rolls over you will hear that. But that's the stuff that's most important to me, is being a wife to my husband, Jeff. You can see him there on the screen. Being a good mom to my doggies, and hopefully to some babies here soon in 2018, and also being the best friend that I can be to those around me. But outside of that, I am a professional motivator and business mentor. I am a diamond coach here with Beachbody. I've been a coach since the very beginning of 2013, I guess December 2012. I am a Success Club All-Star, which means that I help a lot of people every month. That's really what that's all about. If you're a coach, you know what that is. I'm a Beachbody Live instructor. In addition to teaching other non-Beachbody Group X formats like Les Mills Body Combat and a bunch of strength formats, I also teach Beachbody Live, Size, Plyo, Insanity. Right now, those are the primary things that I teach. I teach cycle, basically anything that's not in the pool, you can find me teaching. I am a personal trainer as well. You don't have to be any of these things to be a successful coach, but I became those things after being a coach. And my team is the Fit to Free Warriors. So the majority of the people on this call right now, or the people being shown this video right now, are associated with somebody from my team. So that's us, the Fit to Free Warriors. And then I do own a fitness company called From Fitness to Freedom. So what up to my Facebook peeps that are also watching me over here on my Facebook page live. Hello. Let's get right into this. This meeting will not take, or this presentation will not take super long. The biggest chunk of time is going to be that corporate video presentation that's going to come at the very end. So Facebook Live friends, I'm going to drop you off before we get there, but you can hang out for the rest of this. So let's jump in. For those of you who are not already coaches, I wanted to give, or new coaches, I suppose, that don't already know, I wanted to give you a really quick idea of what Beachbody is and where it came from, because I think a lot of people heard about Beachbody over the past maybe 5 or 6 years, but Beachbody's actually been around since 1998. At the time, it was just an infomercial-based company, starting with programs with Tony Horton, like Power 90 and P90X, and then Turbo Jam with Chalene Johnson. And then as things progressed, we got more programs that you're probably a little more familiar with, like Insanity in 2008. Shakeology came out in 2009, the shake supplement. And then we got into some teaming up with other companies like Les Mills. You got Les Mills Combat, Les Mills Pump. Those group exercise formats were made into home program formats. And then the ball really started rolling. People really got a familiarity with at least the programs. Maybe they didn't know Beachbody, but they knew Turbo Fire with Chalene Johnson, Brazil Butt Lift with Leandro. Tony came back with P90X2, eventually P90X3, Body Beast. Sean T came back with T25, and so on. Plyo. 21-Day Fix in 2014 was huge. It's actually still the most popular and best performing infomercial in all of infomercial land. So that really helped. But then getting a little bit closer to now, we have obviously more programs, Size, Hammer and Chisel, but the big kind of boom recently came in 2017 when we launched Beachbody On Demand's All Access Pass. So Beachbody On Demand is like Netflix for fitness, or Hulu for fitness, and that's intentional. Some of the powers that be at Hulu actually came and helped build Beachbody On Demand. So it is our streaming fitness service. And we launched the All Access Pass, the 1-year subscription for less than $100. Got you every program ever created, including all that old stuff, all the way back to 1998. Those programs are all there, as well as all the new stuff. And then any program that has come out since it's launched is automatically uploaded there for Beachbody On Demand subscribers. So I put a big yellow arrow there for that one because that was the big game changer. Big, huge game changer. Since then, we've launched Shift Shop, several individualized programs that aren't full-on programs, but week-long things like Sean Week, which was a Sean T special, a week of hard labor, Clean Week, a Little Obsessed, which was a primer for the new program that's coming in January. This is January, but coming in a few days, called 80-Day Obsession. And then we have new programs coming out the rest of the year as well. Some of them are top secret. I can't tell you about them, but they are available in Beachbody On Demand as well. So you're going to see a shift, if you haven't already noticed, from physical programs where you had an actual disc like this to put in your DVD player, this is insanity, into more streaming programs. 80-Day Obsession, for example, does not have physical DVDs. You cannot opt into physical DVDs for it. You have to have Beachbody On Demand. So that's sort of the progression of how we have gotten from 1998 to here. But Team Beachbody itself was launched kind of in the middle. Team Beachbody is this coaching network. It's how we transitioned the company from an infomercial-based program or infomercial-based company to interacting with actual coaches. Carl and John, the founders of Beachbody, really realized that there was some piece missing from what they were doing. They had the fitness piece, they had the nutrition piece when Shakeology came around, but they were really missing the encouragement. A lot of people had success with programs like Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers because they had the peer support, the accountability. And so Team Beachbody was launched about 10 years, we can say, we can round, about 10 years ago, to give people the opportunity to not only have support, but have support from people who are just like them, who are on their fitness journey as well. So that's kind of what pulled everything together, and that's how you get me talking to you right now. I really like this photo, and I'm sorry, Facebook Livers, you can't really see it, but this is a picture from one of our summit events. Every year we have an annual conference called Beachbody Summit, Coach Summit. It's in a different city all the time. The first one I went to was in Las Vegas, which was amazing. We took over the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, but it's moved around. We went to Nashville, we went to New Orleans. This coming summit is in Indianapolis. But these pictures are from an event that we do at every summit. It's called the Super Workout, and we literally shut down the most popular street in whatever city we're in. In Las Vegas, we use the back lot of the MGM Grand. And we have thousands and thousands and thousands of coaches and their guests there to do a super workout with each of the master trainers that's in attendance. Every year it grows. Last year it was streamed on Fox, I think, in New Orleans. It's always streamed on YouTube. Last year we had 20,000 people in the street. It was really hot. I'm going to tell you right now, it's hot with all those people, and it was hot in general. But I love these pictures because these are people from all over the country, now all over the world. We're in the UK, we're in Canada, coming together to literally sweat on asphalt because it's fun and it's a togetherness activity. So I like to include pictures like this in every presentation that I do. For those of you who are less familiar with one of the biggest aspects of what we do as coaches, one of the biggest things that we talk about with most of our clients, Shakeology is, I think, the grout or the glue that holds everything together. It's a superfood shake, right? 70 superfoods. Most of you probably already heard that. It's not a protein shake. It's not a weight loss shake. It's not just a meal replacement shake. It is the backbone of kind of everything that we are about at this company. It's not just about get slim quick by doing all the wrong things and drinking pink beverages and, you know, vinegar shots and all of that stuff. Shakeology is about filling in the gaps in people's nutrition. And so one of the things I always train my coaches on is how to explain Shakeology to people. And so for those of you watching live on Facebook, or for those of you who are here in this business presentation, one of the most important things you can understand about this company, whether you have ever used Shakeology or not, is that Beachbody is not pushing on you a a false profit kind of product. Shakeology is not intended to be added to your life and all of a sudden you drop 10 pounds. Instead, Shakeology is there to help you fill in the gaps in your nutrition, because 99% of people aren't going to be able to eat cleanly to the amount that they need every single day of their lives. They need some sort of assistance, and Shakeology is just that. So it is 70 superfoods put together, non-GMO. We have vegan options. We have regular options. It's gluten-free, sustainably farmed. I could get on a whole soapbox about it, but Shakeology is definitely one of the most important parts about what we do as a company. That said, there is something for everyone associated with Beachbody. So we have digital access, like we just talked about with Beachbody On Demand. You can stream to any device that connects to the internet. We have an Apple TV app. We were actually the very first company to have a partnership with Apple. So your Beachbody On Demand app on the television is unique. It will go to your Apple Watch. It'll work on your iPhone. It'll work on your iPad. But we also have partnerships with Roku and Amazon Fire and Kindle. And so any device that connects to the internet, your Xbox, will stream Beachbody On Demand workouts. For those of you like me who belong to a gym that has terrible Wi-Fi, and so streaming something is like the last thing you ever want to do, you can also download individual workouts to your device and then take them to the gym with you. Use all of the gym's equipment. If you don't have equipment just stockpiled like I do, you can certainly take it anywhere you want to. But we do also have DVD options for those people that still really like to have a physical DVD to take around with them. We sell equipment. So there's equipment that's required for certain programs. You can actually buy it right through Beachbody. As a coach, you get a discount on all of that. And then we obviously have the nutrition component. We have Shakeology. We have Portion Fix, which is a program that teaches you all about portion control, how much to eat, of what, when. We have the 3-day refresh, which is a great 3-day, I don't like to call it a detox or a cleanse because you're eating food, but it's a really great kind of reset button. If you have a crazy weekend like New Year's Eve or Christmas, a couple of days bachelor party, it's a great option for you. We have the Ultimate Reset, which is a true 21-day detox program that you can go through. And then we also have supplements. We have the Performance line, which has a pre-workout, a post-workout, a during workout supplement, a recharge supplement, and a creatine, all of which you can get individually or together. It is, of course, the official supplement of Ironman, which I think is kind of cool. But anyway, so we have all of these things. We are not just about fitness, and we're not just about a shake, although that's certainly what people know the most. I also like to always include in here that we have proven results. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have had success with a variety of programs and supplements and Shakeology and things that fit their lifestyle. I could go through all of my coaches on my team and their successes. I know some of them are watching this right now. Some of them are on Facebook Live watching this right now. I can speak to my own results. If we go all the way back up here to this very first picture, you can see the old me before I became a coach, before I became a challenger in someone's group, tipping the scales at 265 pounds. And then you can see me today, obviously. I had success with programs and products myself. I encourage all of my challengers and the coaches that join my team to find what works for them. But my success came primarily from at-home fitness and Shakeology. Portion Fix wasn't around yet, so I followed the nutrition guide that came with the program that I was using, which first was Les Mills Combat. So every program has a nutrition guide as well. That's what I did. That's what helped me. Everybody has their own story and their own successes, but Beachbody rewards you for those successes, whether you lose 5 pounds or 500 pounds. Everybody gets to submit their results as they finish programs. You get a free t-shirt from that program. You get entered to win daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual drawings for prize money, actual money. We have coaches on my team that have won those drawings. So it is a real thing. It happens to real people. But most importantly, and the reason I ask my Facebook friends to be on this presentation call, although again, you guys can't see the screen, but you can see me, is to talk about peer support. What makes working out as a part of Beachbody or working for a company like Beachbody or with a company like Beachbody different is that it's real people with real experiences, with different needs and desires and goals and lifestyles coming together to all achieve the same thing, which is to make people the best versions of themselves, the healthiest versions of themselves. And so that's what sets this apart. Anybody can go to Target or Walmart or whatever, Amazon, and buy a Jillian Michaels DVD and plug it in and hate it and cry about it by themselves. It is a totally different experience to be in a group with other people, maybe doing the same program, maybe not, who are all going through the same concept together, which is struggle, which is waking up and not wanting to do their workout, which is having eaten the whole pizza, even though they weren't supposed to. But having a place to go where you have the peer support and the structure to be successful, to get back on the wagon, makes all the difference. So that's what coaches are for. That's what they're here to do. They are not here to design workout programs for you. As a coach, you are not required to have any fitness background whatsoever. It's not about that. It's about making yourself the best version of you that you can be and sharing that journey with other people. You're basically a cheerleader, a professional cheerleader. So a coach doesn't have to be a fitness or a nutrition expert. I did not become a certified trainer, a group exercise instructor, or a fitness nutrition specialist through ACE. I didn't become any of those things until after I was a coach. Getting healthy, getting fit made me want to pay it forward. That's why I became a trainer, a group exercise instructor, and a fitness nutrition specialist. It had nothing to do with Beachbody telling me I needed any of those things. So you do not have to have a background in fitness or nutrition. You do not have to already be at your fitness and nutrition goals. I showed you that picture, 265 pounds. I was certainly not at my fitness or my nutrition goals, but I started as a coach then so that I could bring people along with me on that journey. And you don't have to be a salesperson. This is not about selling people junk, which we'll come back to here in a second. That doesn't have to be what you're about. A coach should be sharing how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. Well, obviously, you have to live by example. No one wants to do a thing that they don't believe you would do. You have to be committed to being proof the products work. So like I said, you have to be willing to put in the work yourself. Everybody can improve, whether you want to gain weight or lose weight or maintain weight or build muscle or lean out, whatever it is. Bounce back from a baby, bounce back from an injury. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to be willing to show people that what you're asking them to do is something you will do. And then you have to be willing to improve and develop yourself. I am not the same person I was when I started coaching, professionally, obviously, but personally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I have changed completely since I started coaching, and I continue to change and evolve. And if you can't see all these books, that's part of the reason why. That's my personal development library, and most of my personal development has nothing to do with being a better coach. It's all about being a better person and improving upon yourself. So what are some of the benefits of coaching? I talk about this on my Facebook page all the time, but you get to set your own hours. So being a coach does not require that you all of a sudden take on another full-time job. Even if you're a full-time coach, you don't necessarily have to be working 40 hours a week. That's not really how this goes. You set your own time. You do what I like to call power hours, which means you build into your schedule when are you going to do these coach activities that you need to do. We train you how to do them. It's not something you just know how to do. We train you how to manage your time, but we also let you do things how you want to do them. So the way I do things is not the way my coaches do things necessarily. I teach them how I do it, and then they take it, do it how they want to do it. That's totally fine. But you work when you want to work. I know a lot of coaches that get their most of their work done sitting in car line, waiting for their kids. And I don't have kids, but I do a lot of my work walking the dogs on my phone with my headphones in. So you can do it however you want to do it, but you set your own hours. You can focus on part-time or full-time coaching. That means maybe you just want to coach as a hobby. You want to help the occasional person. You want to get a discount on the stuff you're already using. Great. Maybe you want to make this into a full-time income on part-time hours. Great. Maybe you want to make this a full-time income on full-time hours. Awesome. Maybe you want to ebb and flow between all of those things. It doesn't really matter. You set your focus. It can change and evolve as you change and evolve. You build your business online or in person. So I have lots of people who say, I want to be a coach, but I hate Facebook. I'm trying to get away from Facebook. You know, I want to stay away from online. Like all I hear about is politics or whatever. And like, I just want to avoid it. How do I coach if I don't want to be online? Well, that's an easy fix. You just coach in person. You talk to people in person. I have other people who say, I live in a really small town. I don't know a lot of people here, but I have a really big online following. Great. Or I want to grow a big online following. great. You can build your business online. It doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you what you're comfortable with. And you get to share your passion and attract your kind of people. Very rarely does somebody ever come to me for help that isn't like me a little bit. Now, I don't mean they're all like me. All the people watching this are not necessarily just like me. But the majority of the people that you attract are going to be like you because you're sharing who you are regularly. I'm live streaming this right now. So people are watching this on Facebook more than there are people watching this on this actual presentation because I want to share what I'm passionate about. And I want to attract people that are like me. But let's talk a little bit about my favorite things about coaching. One, I never miss an event for my friends or my family. Now, yes, I also work at a gym, but I also set my schedule at that gym. So a lot of times when I say, well, I don't ever have to miss, dinner with my mom or so-and-so's birthday or the weekend trip to whatever, they say, well, what about you have to ask off at the gym? I set my own schedule at the gym too. So I don't ever have to miss anything. So if you have children, that's the number one question that I get from people is like, I don't want to miss my kids' band concert, birthday parties, ski trips, whatever. You don't have to. You work when you want to work. You don't work when you don't want to work. Bring my kids to work day. So I was looking at all of the most desirable traits for successful companies. Like I want to work there because they let me blah, blah, blah. One of them was about bringing your kids to work. Now, at the time that I was reading it, the article was talking about in-office daycare, but I work in my own home, which means if I had children, when I have children, I'm constantly at bring my kid to work day. I'm constantly at bring my pet to work day. Like I said, my dog is sitting right over here. I don't ever have to leave this house. I can be in pajamas. I can be drinking mimosas. I can have messy hair and no makeup, which is a regular occurrence. I can be wearing my slippers, which I currently am wearing my slippers, right? I don't even have to have pants. You can't even see below my desk. Maybe I don't have pants. I do. But you can't do that in an office environment. I used to work in an office environment. I know that. I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. I can roll out of bed, not even brush my teeth, and still get my job done. And lastly, paychecks reflect my work. It doesn't matter how long I've been a coach. It doesn't matter what the people above, below, next to me are doing. It doesn't matter what people around me think of me. There's no office politics. There's no gossip. There's no glass ceilings. There's no any of that. You don't have to deal with any of that. Your paycheck reflects the work you put in. I don't know any other job where that is truly the case, but it is here. And I like that. I like control. If you know me, you know I like control. So that matters to me. Those are the things that matter to me. Now, for those of you on Facebook Live, I really wish you could see this, and I would move my phone, except I'm not sure I could get it back in this exact same position. So I'm going to kind of read it to you a little bit. But you get rewarded for being a coach in a number of ways. Obviously, you make money. And I posted about this on my regular Facebook earlier, so if you haven't seen it, you can go look. But I just looked at my paycheck for what will come to me this Thursday. We get paid every single Thursday, direct deposit every Thursday for the week just ended. So I looked at what my paycheck will be for the week that ended on January 3rd, and it's $626.96. Now, I've had no better single week paycheck than this one, but there are coaches that definitely blow me out of the water and have higher weekly paychecks. That's not the point. My point is no other job that I've ever worked has paid me $626.96 for what I can tell you was 10 hours of work. 10 hours of work. 10 hours of work. I want everybody to hear that. I know how much work I put in. I actually chart it because I'm nerdy like that. And this was right after Christmas and over my anniversary. So there was not a whole lot of work being put in because we were getting our house ready to be listed and celebrating our anniversary and Christmas, etc. So $626.96 for 10 hours of work. Like, find me another job where that is the case, where I got to work in my pajamas. I got to help people change their lives or prepare them to change their lives. I got to help them be healthy and fit and still make that much money. Now, I have to tell you, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. Excuse me. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. That said, I know plenty of coaches that have the same kind of paycheck every week. So while this is not just about money, everybody will tell you when they become a coach, they want to help people, and that is true. It is nice to be financially rewarded for what you're doing. You also get rewarded with bonuses for team growth. So part of this paycheck is a $108 weekly bonus that I earned by being a diamond rank coach and growing my team. You get to go on trips. So in April, I'm going on another trip. Last year, I went on a trip, Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. There's a cruise coming. There are all sorts of trips that you can earn for free simply for helping people. I think that's great. I don't know about you, but I like it. Recognition. So you get to walk across the stage at Coach Summit and be recognized in front of 25,000 people. That's not terrifying. You get recognized for all sorts of things. Last summit, I got to stand up on stage for having lost over 100 pounds, and it was horrifying and exciting. Also horrifying because everybody's crying and looking at you and clapping, and it's great. So you get recognized for all sorts of things, and then you get free learning and personal development. When I used to work in corporate training and development for a national bank, I can tell you that the personal development seminars that we used to send our executives to were thousands of dollars. I get them for free from the exact same people. Darren Hardy, the founder of Success Magazine, was the very first personal development speaker I ever got to see live and in person for free. And he was like right here, like in my face, in person. And Diana Nyad, who did that little swim from Cuba to Florida, she was there. We get all kinds of people access to them for free just for helping other people. So it's pretty awesome reward system. You also get, as a coach, when you join the coach network, you're not just like thrown into the deep end and figure it out. Like I said, we have trainings and tools, things that we can do to help you. Beachbody has them, and then my team has them. Every coach has them. If you belong to a team, if you're watching this and you belong to a team where you did not get training and you don't have continuous training and help and support, please let me know because you're on a bad team. We can help you with that. But you get training on how to do what we do as a coach. You get training on how to present yourself. So maybe you're thinking, I really want to be a coach, but I am painfully shy. That's okay. We can fix that. We can help that. We can work with that. You get constant updates from the company. Beachbody is probably the most transparent entity I've ever worked with. If you want to know something, you just ask and you will get the answer. So you get one call every week, a national wake-up call where we get all of our updates and training from super successful coaches in the company as well. You get a monthly newsletter, and then you have access to the Coach Online Office, which is a treasure trove. It's like an Encyclopedia Britannica for everything associated with coaching and the company. So, two options. You are either ready to join a team, my team, someone's team, and help people achieve their goals, or you're ready to join a group, a challenge group, an accountability group, and achieve your own health goals. Beachbody would say those are two separate options. I'm going to tell you they are one and the same. It is free to become a coach when you join a challenge group. And so I encourage all of the people that I interact with to do that because nothing is better than taking people with you on the journey. If it didn't cost you anything to become a coach, why not do it? That said, you can certainly be a customer for as long as you want to be a client of somebody's. That's totally fine. Get that help, get that accountability, get that support, get the results that you want for as long as you want. That's totally acceptable. You can become a coach at any time. If you decided that you wanted to be a coach, there are several ways to go about doing that. You can, as I said, join somebody's accountability group with what we call a challenge pack. That's a combination of fitness and nutrition put together at a super discounted rate. You could get access to Beachbody on demand for a year. There are all sorts of ways to go about doing that, but that's option number one. Option number two, you could certainly just become a coach. Maybe you already have access to all of that stuff and you just want to be a coach. There is a one-time enrollment fee of $39.95. If you purchased a challenge pack in the past 30 days and then become a coach, you can actually get that enrollment fee refunded back to you. You could also certainly just buy a standalone fitness program or a standalone product and become a coach at the same time. What your business service fee covers, that's your monthly fee to be a coach. It's $15.95. Is all of your marketing, all of your media promotion and brand awareness, all of your websites that are developed for you. There's no shipping inventory. There's no buying stuff and sending it to people or selling it to people. It's all done for you. All of your technical support, all your sales support, billing, etc. That's all handled for you. You don't have to deal with any of that. So I will not name other at-home businesses, but I'm sure you can think of several where you have inventory you have to send out, parties you have to host, sales targets of people you have to sign up. None of that exists here. If you wanted to be a coach simply for the coach discount, right? Discount on your own products, like my husband, who's been a coach since 2013 and has never coached a soul, you can absolutely do that. But your business service fee is the same, $15.95. Covers all your training, all the things we've already talked about. So that's what you're getting for that money. And you get me, right? If you're on my team, you get me as your personally sponsoring coach, and I will help you do exactly what it is that I do. So in a very, very, very wordy nutshell, that's kind of what being a coach is. It's helping people achieve their goals, and it's their goals, by the way, not your goals. You don't get to tell people what their goals are, which I think is nicer, because as a trainer, often I have to say, well, maybe we should shoot for this and not that. But as a coach, I don't have to do any of that. You are simply there to hold them accountable to doing what they said they wanted to do in the first place. You're there to help celebrate them, and you get paid to be the healthiest, most fit version of you that you can be. So that's kind of what coaching is about. So Facebook Live, friends, I am going to drop you off because we are about to watch a corporate presentation with all kinds of nuggets of new information about things that are about to launch. And you can't see it because you can't see the screen. But it will be live on the Team Beachbody YouTube page, which you can access by the end of the day tomorrow. So look for the Super Saturday video there. I will drop you off. If you have questions, concerns, comments, ideas, you want to be a coach, you want to be a challenger, let me know. Put it in the comments for this video, and I will check after I get done with this. And also stay tuned for a brand new size video after this call wraps up. I'm going to record that so my size people can get their practice on. But I will see you guys later on. All right, you guys, I am going to share this video. So let me stop sharing my PowerPoint, and I'm going to show, this is a great screen grab of me on my phone right now. Okay, let me turn that off. Let me share with you my other screen. All right, here we go. So this has sound. You're going to need the sound. There's no closed captioning. This video is a little bit lengthy, but when it ends, and we're done. So when it ends, you can feel free to just drop off. If you want to stay on, if you have questions or concerns, I will be here. But once it's done, we are done. If you have questions, because I can see who's on this call right now, please do let me know. And let me actually stop recording first.